Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get up! 180! 53 to Mike. Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Ran, come. Hey, 18.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
61, matchbox lights. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, my 7. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Now Trubisky. To the right side and complete to Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first. Second year with the Ravens for Hurst. He didn't have the rookie season he was hoping for, just 13 catches. Remember, he's older than the average second-year player. He spent 2 seasons as a pitcher in minor league baseball before hanging up the glove and heading to the gridiron. Now he says he's more determined than ever. Put on 20 pounds of muscle in the offseason. Says he's on a mission with a lot to prove this year. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Let's go.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Check 9. Sunday.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mahomes. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
48, Mike. Check. I 7, let's go. 48, look, man, we go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stay with your man. 15. 48.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because we're going.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. This for his running back, McCoy. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. Now here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Hill. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
With Hill, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
40 wants the mic. Check, 41. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Hatchet. Check. 22 jet bomber.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards 10 touchdowns and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 88 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Hey, box truck, box truck. You got nothing.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Play action. It's Trubisky. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger target.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go. Motion. Mike 41. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. My side. Hey, 4-1's Mike. Hey, tight. My side.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They run with Hill, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A 2nd down. Play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
They've got good starting field position, 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
First and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
15. Check 13. Check 13.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mahomes now on the sneak. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Butker able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Three down. Switch.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Fighting him off. Powers through again. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
There's no rule, Andy.
26-yard line.
15.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he slides to avoid the hit. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and well, the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot.
Really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, 57 colors.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Mixon. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They'll start the drive with Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Trubisky. 15 yards on the play. First down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On second down now, it's Hill. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, 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 alert. Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, 18. Hey, Delta. Red,
They toss to Ingram. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Watch the little lady. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Mahomes. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.